Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my beauty space. Today's video is going to be a Halloween tutorial on my version of the Cheshire cat. I've always admired this cat and I've always loved Alice in Wonderland since I was a little girl. So if you guys want to learn how to do this look, then just keep watching. Alrighty, so I'm going to start by prepping my skin with my FARSALI 24 karat rose gold elixir. I'm going to work that into the skin and allow it to sink in while I start with my eyes. Starting off with brows, I'm going to be using my Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil, and I'm in the shade number 4. I'm just doing them as I normally would, and you'll see why later. Now to set them, I'm using my Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. Moving on to eyes, I'm going to prime them with my Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Medium. To set where I just primed, I'm going to be using my Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder. So I'm starting off this eye look with a transitional shade as I normally would, and I'm taking the Too Faced Just Peachy Matte palette and using one of the shades in there.
But I don't want to go among mad people.
I'm now jumping into the NYX Brights Ultimate palette, and I'm taking this pink color right here on a fluffy Japanese crease brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and put that in the crease over top of that transition shade, and I'm just kind of feathering it out, making sure to be kind of messy with it. I'm now dipping into this purple shade in the palette, and I'm focusing this a little lower in the crease, ultimately blowing it out onto my lid because this is the color that I'm going to be using all over the lid. I was using this brush for a little bit and then realized that it was just blending it out too much and I really wanted a concentrated pigment. So I grabbed my Japanese cup crease blending brush and I started to pull the color from the outer corner into the inner corner and ultimately packing that color onto the lid. We've reached full opacity, so we happy dance. Alrighty, so now for liner, I'm using the NYX That's the Point liner in the shade Hella Fine, is what it says. And then I'm just drawing a wing. I'm drawing a larger wing than normal, making sure it's really feline-like. I then clean up my wing with my Tarte Shape Tape and my Smashbox angled liner brush. Moving on to lashes, I'm using these EYLURE Luxe Mink Effect lashes in the style Gilded. I thought these were perfect for this look because they're so full and dramatic and fluttery, and I just love them. Now for the face, I'm using my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, and for foundation, I'm using this LA Girl Pro Coverage HD foundation in the shade Nude Beige. I'm taking this on my Eco Tools sponge and just applying it all over my face as I normally would.
It needs to be purified by someone with evaporating skills or it will fester and putrefy.
For concealer, you guessed it, I'm using my trusty Tarte Shape Tape. And I'm just applying this to my under eye area, the bridge of my nose, my forehead, the cupid's bow, and my chin. And then just taking my beauty blender and blending it all out.
At least let me bind it for you.
To set my under eye area, I'm using my Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder and my beauty blender. I'm just going to stamp it on and then wipe off the excess. I'm then taking a fluffier brush and applying that to the bottom half of my face. It just makes it easier for the paint to glide on. Taking a Morphe pencil brush, I'm now dipping back into that NYX Ultimate palette using all the shades that I used on my eyes, mimicking it on my lower lash line. I then dip into that deep purple with a flat definer brush from Morphe to really get close to that lower lash line. Now taking this NYX Ombre blush in the shade Codebreaker on my Luxie 130 brush, and I'm going to go ahead and contour my nose as I normally would. I'm I'm now taking this detailed brush from Morphe and I'm going to start tracing out the nose. And I wanted to do a little bit of a rounder nose and then realized it looks a little bit like a clown. So I went ahead and extended the ends. Now going into my Makeup Forever Flash palette, I'm taking the colors blue and red and I'm mixing them to make this color purple. And I'm applying it with this little ELO Cosmetics lip brush. Just going to apply that all over where I traced the nose. I really wasn't too fond of this purple because it didn't stand out as much as I wanted it to. So I'm taking this magenta color from the Flash palette on the same lip brush and applying that over top. I'm now taking that same NYX Ombre blush and I'm taking that on a Luxie highlighting brush and I'm going to place that in the areas where I normally contour. So the contour of my cheeks and my forehead. I'm now taking the black in the Flash palette on this BH Cosmetics angled liner brush. I'm going to start making little hair-like strokes along the contours of the cheeks as well as the temples, and then you'll see that I start to draw little hair-like strokes in the form of an upside down triangle in the center of my forehead. So Amanda Ensing was a huge inspiration for this look. She's amazing. She did the same look last year. I pulled up a picture for reference on the mouth. We are going to begin that. And I'm taking this NYX Wonder Pencil. It's like the perfect shade because it's not white. So it's kind of like a nude. And I'm tracing where the mouth will be placed first. It honestly makes your life a whole lot easier than just going straight in with paint, because once you do go in with that black paint, it's very, very difficult to change it as to where you go in with this kind of a pencil and you can always erase. Alrighty, so now for the fun part, we're taking the black in the Flash palette and I'm taking it on a Smashbox angled liner brush. This brush I use for so many different things. It's incredible. I absolutely love it. We're going to go and trace over the NYX Wonder Pencil that we just laid down, and you'll see little by little the stencil of the mouth will come together. Don't worry if it doesn't look perfect, because that's how this look is supposed to be, and later on we're going to be shadowing the mouth, so you won't even really be able to tell anyways.
It needs to be purified by someone with evaporating skills, or it will fester and putrefy.
Now I'm just going to start drawing in the teeth one by one.
At least let me bind it for you.
But I don't want to go among mad people.
I'm now taking a MAC 224 brush. It's a flat synthetic brush, and picking up the black from the Flash palette, I'm going to start shading in all the shadow of the mouth in black.
Ran afoul of something with wicked claws.
Why, you're a cat.
It needs to be purified by someone with evaporating skills, or it will fester and putrefy.
Alrighty, I'm now taking the white from the Flash palette on a clean ELO Cosmetics brush, and I'm going to start filling in all the teeth.
At least let me bind it for you.
But I don't want to go among mad people.
now taking a clean BH Cosmetics angled liner brush, and I'm going to dip back into that NYX Brights palette, into that pinky purple color, and I'm going to start filling in my brows with that powder. I then kind of saw that it was a little too dark and I wanted a little bit brighter of a pink, so I dipped into the NYX Ombre blush. So for my bottom lashes, I'm taking these EYLURE lashes. They're like cluster wispies, and what I did was I cut them each individually and I glued them to the lower lash line. Now just drawing on some whiskers with the Black from the Flash palette. I'm now taking a Japanese pencil brush and I'm going to begin shading the entire perimeter of the mouth with all the shades that I used from the Brights palette on my eyes.
At least let me bind it for you.
I'm now taking my Morphe G7 brush and dipping into the NYX blush, and I'm going to be shading my neck and my décolletage area. And then taking a clean BH Cosmetics angled liner brush, I'm going to start drawing some little hair-like strokes on my upper and lower neck, just to give that special effects.
It looks like you ran afoul of something with wicked claws.
Why, you're a cat.
Alrighty guys, so that's it. That's my version of the Cheshire cat. I really hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me today. If you did and you love this look, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Comment down below your thoughts, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye guys!